Atlanta News First.
Hello.
Plus starts now with First Alert Weather.
Hey, fam. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Something that you guys probably don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now. Rodney, in the morning, sings. He sings so much it's like subconscious at this point. Every time we're in break, even when the anchors sometimes are on air, Rodney sings, and he sings the same 10 songs since I've been working with him. I've been on the morning shift with him for 5 years. It's the same songs. One of them is Oh Sheila. I don't know what song that is, but he just says Oh Sheila and sings it over and over and over again. But I will say, the more you work with Rodney, the more lyrical you become. Okay, so I'm singing today. And that's a little tidbit, a little behind the scenes action. I'll try to get a video of him singing. So funny. You guys know you have coworkers you just sit with every single day for 8 hours. Like, you know, I know everything about that man. All right? Okay. I wanted to show you this. Last 7 days, we hit 90 for the first time Friday, Saturday. That's the only 90s we've had this entire year, y'all. For perspective, before I get into this pretty nasty forecast here, I just want to remind you, if it was not storming, it would be deathly hot outside. Last June, we hit 90 on the 13th, so in 2 days, we hit 96, and we saw mid to upper 90s through the rest of the entire month last year. So, the extended forecast looks stormy, but there are no 90-degree days. That is the good news. The rain will keep us cool. And the other piece of good news, you're not going to see really any rain today. Dry air, abnormally dry air for this time of year has actually settled in behind a cold front. Not really south of Atlanta. You can see the dew points, and that's really shows us where the dry air is. Dew points from Atlanta down to the south are in the low 70s, soupy. So I told you there wasn't going to be any thunderstorms in Atlanta, but a dew point of 69 means that dry air has not moved in just yet. I don't expect a single drop of rain in the mountains, North Metro, but areas south of the city likely to see storms today. Unfortunately, it's due to a stationary front. The front that came through yesterday that brought us all the rain is now parked over Macon, and that's where storms are the most likely, although I will say I don't really like those dew points. I really hope we don't see any storms today, but I'm going to keep with my original forecast that I do think that storms will be at least mostly confined to central Georgia, Macon, LaGrange, Milledgeville, Lake Oconee, Griffin. You may see a few raindrops later today. Tomorrow, that front dissipates, which means we're going to see a surge of Gulf moisture move back north. The front boundary, kind of traps the moisture to the south of it. That front dissipates, that moisture moves right back in. Scattered storms tomorrow, and we have 2 first alert weather days, Friday and Saturday, just because storms are going to impact your plans. Okay, with the Braves back in town, we got the Juneteenth parade. We got a lot going on. It's going to be stormy, okay? We got Father's Day. Yeah. Here's why. Got 2 separate features. So we got an upper level low sitting over Arkansas, and then a high pressure over the Atlantic. Well, winds are on high pressure, flow clockwise. So when you get a high pressure sitting where it is in the Atlantic, you get that flow coming straight in off the Gulf. And when you have a low pressure system sitting where it is over Louisiana and Arkansas, you get that flow coming straight off the Gulf. So we have 2 features that are going to streamline that moisture in. And that's the reason we're just likely to see the continuation of really the entire month of May. Although I do not expect the weather to be as severe, okay? This is another tool that I use very frequently. It's called precipitable water. It is a measure of the moisture in the air. You can see right now, the models are predicting pretty dry air in place. But watch what happens as that front dissipates. Look, that moisture streamlines back in overnight. By tomorrow, it's pretty wet. By Friday night, it is just soupy outside, and that is really how these storms are able to pop up. The moisture in the air, you get a little heating of the day. When you have this much moisture in there, you're going to get storms. So this tells me it's probably going to be storming on Friday night, okay? Saturday stays pretty wet as well. So let's start you out. Friday, let's go into your Father's Day weekend. Storms are going to start to pop as soon as noon on Friday. That's the reason we've added the first alert weather day. I don't expect, again, widespread severe weather. These are just your typical southern summertime storms. Rain, lightning, then they move out, okay? Same thing on Saturday. Storms in the afternoon and evening will be pretty widespread, and then again on Sunday. So here's the way it's looking. I will say, Sunday I'm going with only a 40% chance of storms. On Saturday I'm going with a 60%. So Saturday does look wetter. But hey, at least it's not going to be overly hot. Temperatures will be held in the mid-80s from this, okay? So I wouldn't cancel outdoor plans. I would make secondary indoor plans or just have a way to get inside, okay? Especially Friday night, Saturday evening as well. I know a lot of dads like to play golf on Sunday. Do you guys know the 30-30 rule? You should. If you see lightning, you start counting. If you can count to 30 before you hear thunder, you're good to go. If you hear thunder before 30, then the lightning's close enough to strike you. Essentially, 5 seconds equals 1 mile. So when I see lightning, I can count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So then I can tell how far away it is. So 5 seconds is 1 mile. If the lightning is less than, or if the thunder's less than 6 miles, then the lightning can travel that far. It's close enough to hit you. So then you need to head inside, stay inside for 30 minutes until you don't hear thunder anymore. That's the 30-30 rule. Teach your kids. It's also great for pool days. Okay? All right, y'all. I will see you bright and early tomorrow, 6 a.m. Atlanta News First. Have a great day.